Hello guys, see you again in our 2021's movie collection, the Kaamelott first installment. Alright, before we start the story of this movie, don't forget to click the subscribe button and turn on the notification bell, so that you won't miss the updates from our channel. Lancelot enlisted Saxon mercenaries to hunt his sworn enemy, Arthur Pendragon. He promised them the land of Longers, if they could get Arthur for him. While Alexandre, right in the middle of the sea, finds Venek in a boat that tries to smuggle him. He asks Venek about Arthur's whereabouts, or else he will give Venek to the authorities for his bounty money. Venek then brings him to Cordo, someone who sells Arthur from Venek, without knowing who he is. Cordo doesn't want to tell Alexandre about Arthur's whereabouts. He wants to get the money from giving Arthur to Lancelot. So he goes to buy back Arthur from Damien. Yet, Arthur won't surrender willingly, he poisons Cordo and tries to run away. Unfortunately, Alexandre hits him and makes him unconscious. On the border of Hispano-Aquitaine, Alexandre's group meets with the guards. Arthur makes a ruckus with Venek to make the guards suspicious and stop Alexandre's group. They then go to the Duke of Aquitaine. The Duke pays Alexandre for Venek and Arthur. He then persuades Arthur to start the war with the Kaamelott under Lancelot's ruling. Lancelot is suspicious of Guinevere. He thinks that she accepts a letter from Arthur, but she denies it. Instead, she complains about how bad the room looks. Lancelot tells her to call a decorator to fix the room. The Duke of Aquitaine keeps following Arthur and tells him how ruthless Lancelot's ruling is. Arthur doesn't want to hear anything about it, but the Duke just keeps talking. The tax is high, and the money is used to pay Saxon mercenaries to capture Arthur. The Duke keeps poking Arthur's conscience. He even says that based on the legend, Arthur gives away the throne to Lancelot instead of taking it by force. In the Kaamelott, Saxon people cannot bring satisfying tax money from the people. That's because they cannot pay any more. With how high they should pay tax, people live miserably. Suddenly, there's a commotion outside. Burgundy people state war with the Kaamelott. Kaamelott doesn't even have enough people to scout the Burgundy's people moves. Most of them are sent to catch Arthur together with the Saxon people. In the Gaun's forest, some people who believe in Arthur are accidentally gathered together. Arthur just finds them when he tries to look for the missing Duke. Arthur receives them and lets them talk about their proposal. Suddenly, Lancelot's army comes and catches them all, including Arthur. Not only them, Mr. Percival and Caradoc who work on the tunnel also get caught. Aside from this, Leodegan tries to team up with the Burgundy people to save Arthur. In the jail, all Arthur's followers are gathered in the same place. They finally can meet Arthur and they want to be free from jail with him. Yet, Arthur is wounded. He's still unconscious and dreaming about his teenage memories in Rome. But then, there's a hole in the jail's ground. Merlin successfully digs the tunnel that Percival and Caradoc left and gets in the jail. Merlin is also happy to find that Arthur is there, even in his wounded condition. Suddenly, people come to the jail. They then try to cover the tunnel and Merlin from their sight. Mrs. Miffanwy wants to take their daughters out of jail but they refuse. They choose to be arrested with their father and the rebel. Miffanwy then leaves the jail. Thankfully, one of the rebels can get the key from the guard without them realizing it. They then get Arthur out of the jail and free him through the tunnel. After successfully getting out of the jail, they tear down the tunnel. Lancelot once again lost Arthur and he's enraged after hearing the news. He orders the Saxon people to look for Arthur and bring him back, no matter what the price is. In the tunnel, Arthur and the rebels coincidentally meet with the only person who knows where Guinevere is held captive. He shows the place and Arthur goes there with his people to set her free. Guinevere and her maid are successfully freed. They then go to the stone where Excalibur is. Arthur wants to remove Excalibur from the stone, yet the guards won't let him. Percival then proposes to play a Welsh game with the guard and lets the winner to the Stone of God. The guard agrees to his proposal. Finally, they win the game and Arthur gets a chance to pull out the Excalibur from the stone. He once again gets a flashback about the girl he once loved in Rome, Sheeta. Then he pulls out the sword from the stone. They then have a celebration together with Burgundy people. Guinevere says that Arthur might be able to train them to be good soldiers for war, but he refuses. He says that they're too dumb to train. Guinevere suddenly gets out of the tent and wants to go somewhere. When Arthur asks her, she says that she wants to go back to the castle where Lancelot keeps her. She says she leaves Arthur's flower crown there. It's a lucky charm that she couldn't lose. Arthur says that he will keep her company. When he takes his coat from the tent, he realizes that Burgundy people are so good at playing music. His training day in Rome says that war is music. So he might have an idea about how to train them. But first, he has to get the crown back for Guinevere. They then get to the castle. Arthur tells Guinevere to take the crown alone while he guards outside. In the silent night, Arthur remembers the time when he's in Rome, hanging on the well for his life. With this memory, he climbs the tower to get to where Guinevere is. The romantic dream to be saved by her knight is now fulfilled with this act of Arthur. The Burgundy people once again state war to the Kaamelott. They still ridicule the Burgundies as dumb people. But for once they're wrong, since Arthur has trained the Burgundies with what they know best, music. Together with rebels and Arthur's people, they fight the war to be free from Lancelot's ruling. While the Burgundies launched an attack to destroy Kaamelott Castle, Arthur gets inside the castle through the secret passage. He faces Lancelot once again and fights his battle with Excalibur. When he's going to kill Lancelot with Excalibur, he remembers again his last memory with Sheeta. How he killed the person who hurt Sheeta the most and left for Rome. So he lets Lancelot leave and wants to die with the ruined castle. But then his people come and want to save him. He then has to leave the castle with them. Saxon people then take Thanet as their territory under the Kaamelott that Arthur rules. They just want to be part of Arthur's Round Table Knights. And that is the end of the Kaamelott first installment movie. Please leave a comment on what you think about the movie, and don't forget to like, subscribe and turn on the notification bell to keep the updates from our channel. See you in the other movie story and bye.